Thank you very much all for coming here. It means a lot to be here and also to show your solidarity with the Syrian people. Syria for the last probably 7 years now, almost, has been under constant bombardments by Assad regime, by the Russians, by the intervention of the Iranians and Hezbollah and the militias. And unfortunately, there isn't enough support from the international community. So it is us people who can make change and who can push for change. Without you and without your support, probably the Syrian cause will be dead. But all our hopes rely on you. So please be involved and share your solidarity not only with you and the Syrian people, but with your friends, with family, with colleagues, with everyone. Every single voice matters. And now I read the Syria Solidarity Campaign statement about today. Hello, can I have your attention please? Idlib has been under constant Assad regime and Russian bombs. They are targeting civilian homes, schools and hospitals in clear violation of international laws on the conduct of warfare. There have been more than 1,500 airstrikes, more than 1,300 shellings, 26 barrel bombs and 8 Toshka missiles, killing and wounding civilians. As of September 30th, 205 civilians have died and 317 have been wounded. Under the bombs, 6 hospitals have been destroyed, 7 schools have been flattened, 4 civil defense rescue centers have been targeted along with 5 mosques and 2 power stations. The bombardment began after an opposition group began a campaign in the northwest Syria. But the Assad regime's response has been to ensure collective punishment among the people of Idlib. This is the behavior of a fascist and a terrorist.
Okay.
Who cannot rule his own country without troops and warplanes from foreign allies raining down collective punishment on the civilian population who object to his rule. He will not bring peace to Syria, only terror. Many people have been moved to Idlib after the regime retook other former opposition-held areas. And now they have nowhere else to run to from the bombings inside Syria, making this a mass extermination event. Please support the people of Idlib. They deserve a right to life. Thank you very much.
Comrades, it's very important we stand here today to protest the Russians for 2 main reasons. Firstly, the Russian campaign in Idlib has been characterized by mass war crimes. We've seen the systematic targeting of hospitals, overwhelming air power used on civilian communities, the targeting of children, the use of child militias by the Iranian regime, the deployment of terrorist militias like Hezbollah all across Idlib province. But also, the Russian campaign in Syria is a threat to our understanding of the Syrian conflict. And by that I mean Russia has spent the entire campaign spreading disinformation about the Syrian revolution. Take the example of the white helmets. These people are martyrs, heroes who save civilians on a daily basis, rescuing children from rubble. What does Russia say about them? Russia calls them Al-Qaeda. It calls them terrorists. It slurs them, it smears them in the most despicable, destructive ways you can imagine. So what we say here today is not only do we support, not only do we oppose the Russian terrorism campaign, but we also are here to stand against the systematic disinformation spread about the Syrian revolution. We are here to make sure that people remember the Syrian revolution is about democracy, it's about justice, it's about sovereignty, it's about self-determination, it's about all these things, human rights. It's about ensuring the human rights of every single man, woman and child in Syria. And you must remember, ladies and gentlemen, that when the history books are written, they will suggest many things. They will say that Russia, as the Assad regime would claim it, fought off a terrorist insurgency. But they saved the dignity of the Assad regime. These are all lies. We know they're lies. We know that 3,500 people were killed last month alone. This has been the bloodiest month of the Syrian conflict this year, matched only by the conquest of Aleppo last year in December. Idlib is facing bombardment, savagery, brutality unforeseen in modern warfare today. And so it is incredibly important, we're incredibly grateful that you stood here with us today to oppose the dictator that, whose representative stands in that room there, the dictator being President Vladimir Putin. And of course, you know, his allies in Tehran, his allies amongst Hassan Nasrallah in Lebanon as well. And I actually want to make a point actually about Iran as well, because what Russia has achieved in this conflict is the normalization of Iranian interference and imperialism across the region. By allying itself with the Iranian regime, it has allowed the deployment of 73,000 fanatical Shia militiamen. And let me remind you, Iran is deploying children as young as 12 years old from Afghanistan, Pakistan, in all sorts of horrific militias. So Russia is not only killing the Syrian people, it is not only spreading disinformation across Europe and destabilizing liberal democracies across the world, but thirdly, it is normalizing an incredibly disgusting imperialist regime in Damascus and in Tehran. So thank you for standing with us here today.
From the river to the sea, all of Syria will be free. All of Syria will be free. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea, all of Syria will be free. 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 Down, down, Putin. Down, down, Putin.
خلاص انا شفت ابيض
Down, down, Putin.
Across the
السلام عليكم. معنا دكتور تغلب الروحبي. دكتور، احنا ليش اليوم موجودين هون؟
بنعبر عن الغضب السوري ضد الاحتلال الايراني الروسي، وبالاحرى الغزو الايراني الروسي لسوريا. هذا غزو غاشم. الثورة السورية استطاعت ان تهزم النظام السوري وتهزم الميليشيات الشيعية والقوات الإيرانية. استخدمت بالنتيجة القوة الغاشمة الروسية اللي هي عبارة عن تدمير أسلحة دمار شامل. المقاتلين الثوار الأحرار على الأرض لا قبل لهم، تم نزع سلاحهم، ممنوع يستخدموا وسائل دفاع جوي. فبالنتيجة يعني استطاعوا الروس الهيمنة على مناطق كثيرة في سوريا. هذا الاحتلال لن يدوم مثل أي احتلال في العالم. سيدفع الروس وبوتين ثمن هذه الجرائم الإنسانية عاجلا أم آجلا.
النصر للثورة إن شاء الله دكتور، شكرا جزيلا. معنا محمد. طبعا أنت من إدلب السراقب. So we have Muhammad with us now. Muhammad, you are originally from Idlib, from Saraqib. What is the message to the people of Idlib and to the people of Syria in general today?
First of all, I'd like to tell people that we're standing here outside the Russian embassy in London in a day of rage for Idlib specifically and the rest of Syria in general. We're telling the people that free women and men are standing together here trying to tell the world or send the message that Syrian revolution will never finish as long as we live, and we tell our people in Syria that we support you, we can feel your pain, we understand, we feel everything you have been through past the last 7 years, and we get our strength from you. Whenever we feel down, we just see you people gathering in the street asking for free Syria and calling for free Syria. We believe in you, and we believe in free Syria. We believe in free Syria from the Russian occupation and the Iranian occupation and all other militias that got involved in Syria.
So are you in touch with people in Idlib at the moment?
I am.
So what's the situation like there?
Well, recently there was a Turkish intervention in Syria, and one of the good things about that intervention, I'm not going to talk about the bad side of it, one of the good things that the bombing has been stopped now in Idlib. That's the main thing. The bombing
And that according to an agreement.
That's the only benefit that we got from that. We don't know what's going to come next, and we hope that we believe the revolution will never finish, will never die. Maybe sometimes it takes breaks. Sometimes people need breaks.
Freedom for Syria. Thank you, Mohammed. We have Muhammad Atiq. Muhammad, you are the son of Idlib. What is the message today to the people of Idlib?
We are with them. It saddens me that many members of my family are still in Idlib. They are suffering and living the fear of every single day, from like being either bombarded by the Russians or by the airstrikes, the Syrian regime, by the ground intervention, and it is here. We are here to show our solidarity with them, to show them that we will never forget, and we will continue the fight for our freedom and for dignity, to have free and united Syria. And it's not only Idlib, it's every single part of Syria that matters, and every single civilian. You are not forgotten.
Okay, you are from Idlib. When you talk to the people on the ground, I mean your families, your friends, your neighbors, can you describe to us how they feel? Are they desperate? Do they want to give up the revolution? Are they gonna carry on with the revolution? How is it like for them?
It is like, they absolutely have more hopes than us, people, Syrians who are outside Syria. They have a big determination for their revolution. They started this revolution. They're not gonna go back to their homes where Assad ruled the country. That's not gonna happen. They are ready, to sacrifice their lives for this revolution, for free democratic Syria, and absolutely they're not gonna sit by and watch.
Thank you, Mohammed. Today we are watching us. We are live from outside the criminals embassy, from outside the Russian embassy in London. If you are nearby and you would like to send a message of solidarity to the people of Syria, please do join us. We are here until 4 p.m.
Save Syria! Save Syria! Save Syria! Save Syria! Save Syria! Save Syria! We're free Syria!
يعطيك العافية أستاذ سامر. معنا الأستاذ سامر خلاوي. طبعا أنت من دير الزور. نحن اليوم موجودين بيوم عالمي، يوم الغضب العالمي من أجل سوريا. شو هي رسالتك لأبناء سوريا ولأبناء ديار الزور بالأخص؟
يعني احنا ليس فقط من اجل دير الزور، من اجل كل سوريا، نحن جزء من هذا الشعب، لكي نقول للعالم كفايه دعم لهذا المجرم الذي دمر سوريا باكملها، ولكي نقول ايضا اننا لا نزال شعبا واحد رغم كل شيء، واحساسنا واحد، وما يحصل الان في دير الزور والرقه وباقي المحافظات هو يمس الشعب السوري كله. يجب ان يستمر هذا الغضب وان تتفاعل هذه المظاهرات كي يصل الصوت للعالم ويقولوا انه هذا هو الشعب السوري لا يزال صوته عاليا ولن يتوقف مهما فعل بشار الاسد ومهما دعمتم هذا المجرم القاتل.
استاذ سامر، طبعا نحن ابناء الجاليه السوريه في المغترب، طبعا يقع على عاتقنا واجب اتجاه ما يحدث في مدننا في سوريا. طبعا مثل كما ترى يعني الحضور السوري هو ليس كما ينبغي اليوم. ما هي رسالتك لابناء الجاليه السوريه المقيمين في لندن؟ لماذا يعني هل موضوع الانضمام الى المظاهرات والخروج باعداد كبيره مفيد؟
يعني اعتقد انه هذا اقل واجب يمكن ان يقوم به المواطن السوري الشريف والحر هنا في بريطانيا بشكل عام بالمظاهره، يعني هذا اقل شيء يجب ان يقوم به، وهذا ليس له مبرر ان ياتي ويتظاهر. ولكن للحقيقه يعني انا شاهدت باقي المظاهرات في كافه الدول الاوروبيه كان الحضور جيد جدا، ولكنها تبقى المشكله هنا في لندن. يعني اتمنى ان يكون الحضور افضل واكبر وان تكون مشاركه اعلى. وهناك شيء هام آخر، ليس فقط هنا التظاهر، يجب أن تصل رسالة إلى الحكومة وإلى البرلمان البريطاني كي يعلم ماذا يحدث في سوريا، وكي يعلم أن الشعب السوري بكل مكان يطالب بحريته ويطالب بمحاسبة هذا المجرم. ودعني أقول هنا أخيرا يعني للمفارقة وللعجب أنه كل الدول الأوروبية الشعب السوري يتظاهر بها باستثناء الدول العربية التي لم تسمح للشعب العربي أن يتظاهر هناك، ولا تسمح للشعب السوري الثائر هناك بالتظاهر. انظر كل أوروبا تسمح لنا أن نتظاهر باستثناء حكومات الدول العربية التي تمنع الشعب السوري من التعبير عن رأيه والوقوف بوجه هذا المجرم القاتل.
شكرا أستاذ سامر، نصل الثورة السورية إن شاء الله.
Russia, end the terror campaign. One, two, three, four. Occupation no more. Occupation no more. 5, 6, 7, 8. Russia is a terror state. World, don't you care? Syrian blood is everywhere.
Syrian blood is everywhere.
World, don't you care?
World, don't you care?
Syrian blood is everywhere.
Syrian blood is everywhere.
UN, shame on you.
UN, shame on you.
UN, shame on you.
UN, shame on you.
Boris Johnson, shame on you.
Boris Johnson, shame on you.
Theresa May, shame on you.
Theresa May, shame on you.
معنا الدكتور محي الدين الأفغاني، يعطيك العافية دكتور. دكتور، نحن ليش اليوم موجودين هون؟ شو هي الرسالة؟
في يوم الغضب السوري التأكيد لمن داخله اليأس، لمن دخل في مرحلة الإحباط، بأن الذي يسقط هو الأنظمة، أما الثورات فلا تسقط ولا تنتهي، تتحول من شكل إلى آخر، لكنها لا تتوقف إلى أن تحقق أهدافها. غضب السوريين اليوم يذكر العالم بأنه كان صامتا ومتفرجا أمام مذابح ومجازر كثيرة، وعليه أن يتحرك من جديد كما تفاعل في بدايات الثورة قبل أن يزداد التآمر الدولي على هذه الثورة، كي تعود البوصلة إلى مسارها ويعود الشعب السوري إلى أهداف ثورته الأولى. قام من أجل الحرية والكرامة والتخلص من الاستبداد، وهذه الرسالة ما تزال مستمرة، ولا أظن أن السوريين سيتوقفوا قبل أن يحققوا أهداف تلك الثورة الأنبل في العالم.
طيب دكتور، طبعا نحن الهدف الأساسي من هاي التظاهرة اليوم هي رسالة تضامن إلى شعبنا في سوريا، والرسالة الثانية هي كشف النفاق العالمي اتجاه ما يجري في سوريا. يعني نحن كجالية سورية وجودنا اليوم يعني مخجل، نحن اليوم لازم نكون بالآلاف. ما هي رسالتك لأبناء الجالية السورية الموجودين في بريطانيا؟ وهذا التظاهر يعني إن كان لا ينفع هنا، هل يدفع رسالة أمل إلى أنا في سوريا؟ يعني هل التظاهر مجدي أم لا برأيك؟
يعني أنا صدمت اليوم بهذا العدد الذي كنت أتصوره يجب أن يكون أكبر من ذلك بكثير. لو حضر الذين قدموا طلبات لجوء فقط إلى بريطانيا لكانت الساحات مليئة والشارع مليء. الذين قدموا طلبات لجوء إلى ألمانيا أيضا هم يستطيعون أن يملأوا شوارع برلين وشوارع مدن ألمانية كثيرة. المشكلة مع السوريين سواء الذين خرجوا بعد الحرب أو الذين خرجوا قبل الحرب هي أنهم غير معتادين على المشاركة السياسية وعلى أن يكون لهم قرار ورأي سياسي. ربما من خلال هذه الفرصة نستطيع أن نقول لهم أن رأيكم مؤثر، أن كسب الرأي العام العالمي هو الذي يمكن أن يساعد أهلنا في سوريا. تحركوا في كل مكان، ليس في المظاهرات فقط، في جامعاتكم، في نواديكم، مع جيرانكم، مع مؤسسات المجتمع المدني. اذهبوا إلى البرلمان يوميا، أسبوعيا، مرة في الشهر. حاولوا أن تقتربوا من الذين يصنعون القرار. هذه الأشياء كثيرة بعيدة عن أذهان السوريين، والعمل السياسي بالنسبة لهم هو جديد. ولا تنسى أننا كنا ممنوعين من الكلام ومن المشاركة، حتى كنا ممنوعين من التجمع كاثنين أو ثلاثة.
بارك الله فيك دكتور، شكرا جزيلا.
Everyone, please sign
Sorry, I'm not very good. I'm not very well at the moment. Are you organizer?
Ladies and gentlemen, kindly
stand here, take a photo from there. شلون بالرياضة يلا وين السبان؟
Saban.
You want me to take a photo?
Free, free Syria!
Free, free Syria!
Down, down Assad!
Down, down Assad!
Free, free Syria!
Free, free Syria!
Down, down Putin!
Down, down Putin!
Free, free Syria!
Free, free Syria!
Down, down Putin!
Down, down Putin!
Free, free Syria!
Free, free Syria!
Down, down Putin!
Down, down Putin!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Russian jets no more!
Russian jets no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Stop the killing, stop the hate!
Stop the killing, stop the hate!
1, 2, 3, 4!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Russian jets no more!
Russian jets no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Stop the killing, stop the hate!
Stop the killing, stop the hate!
Putin, Putin, you will see!
Putin, Putin, you will see!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Putin, Putin, you will see!
Putin, Putin, you will see!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Syria, Syria will be free!
World, world, don't you care?
World, world, don't you care?
Syrian blood is everywhere!
Syrian blood is everywhere!
World, world, don't you care?
World, world, don't you care?
Syrian blood is everywhere!
Syrian blood is everywhere!
Down the river to the sea!
Down the river to the sea!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Down the river to the sea!
Down the river to the sea!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Syria, Syria will be free!
I say, what do you want? You say freedom. I said, when do you want it? You say now. Now, now.
Now, now?
Yeah.
3 times.
What do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now, now, now!
What do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now!
What do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now!
What do you want? want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now, now, now!
When do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now!
Now, now, now. When do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now, now, now!
When do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now, now, now!
When do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now, now, now!
When do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now, now, now!
What do you want?
Freedom!
When do you want it?
Now, now, now!
Free, free Syria!
Free, free Syria!
Get out Russia!
Get out Russia!
Free, free Syria!
Free, free Syria!
Get out Putin!
Get out Putin!
Free, free Syria!
Free, free Syria!
Get out Iran!
Get out Iran!
Putin, Putin, we know you!
Putin, Putin, we know you!
Like us and criminals too!
Like us and criminal too!
Putin, Putin, we know you!
Putin, Putin, we know you!
Like us and criminals too!
Like us and criminal too!
Putin, Putin, you will see!
Putin, Putin, you will see!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Putin, Putin, you will see!
Putin, Putin, you will see!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Syria, Syria will be free!
Let's prove Putin now! Putin! Woo! Let's do it! Putin! Putin!
Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Get out Putin! Get out Putin! Get out China! Get out China! Assad! Get out Assad! Out Putin! Get out Putin! Out China! Out China! Out criminal! Out criminal!
هي نكتب كلمات
Syria! Get out Assad! Get out Assad! Get out Russia! Get out Russia! Out Hezbollah! Out Hezbollah! Out communists! Out communists! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Get out Putin! Get out Putin! Get out child killer! Get out child killer! Out Assad! Out Assad! Get out criminal! Get out criminal! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Putin terrorist! Putin terrorist! Assad terrorist! Assad terrorist! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Get out Putin! Get out Putin! Save Idlib! Save Idlib! Save Idlib! Save Idlib! Stop the bombing! Stop the bombing! Stop the bombing! Stop the bombing! Get out Russia! Get out Russia! Go home Putin! Go home Putin! Get out Assad! Get out Assad! Get out Hezbollah! Get out Hezbollah! Stop killing children! Stop killing children! Stop killing children! Stop killing children! Get out Putin! Get out Putin! Get out Putin! Get out Putin! Go home Putin! Go home Putin! Get out Assad! Get out Assad! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Putin terrorist! Putin terrorist! Assad terrorist! Assad terrorist! Get out Putin! Get out Putin! Get out Assad! Get out Assad! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Get out child killer! Get out child killer! Get out child killer! Get out child killer! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Free, free Syria! Go home Vladimir! Go home Vladimir! Go home Vladimir! Go
hear that? They were pro-Hezbollah, they shouted Hezbollah.
Don't say anything.
Thank you so much. Yeah, hashtag gay rage. Thank you so much.
Free Syria!
I love the cheetah passing tweet. That was a funny. That made me laugh. I was on the tube and I saw that. You know the one? You know the one of him biting the bone? The dog biting the bone? No, but I thought it was like to say, like he's an idiot or something. But I found it. I was like, I saw it on the tube. I was laughing so much. Okay, I got to film this.
ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا 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 ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار مالك منا خود ماهر وارحل عنا وهي شرعيتك سقط عنا ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار يا بشار مالك منا خود ماهر وارحل عنا وهي شرعيتك سقط عنا ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار ويا كذاب تضرب انت والخطاب الحريه صارت على بابه ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار يا بشار ويا كذاب تضرب انت والخطاب الحريه صارت على بابه يلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا ماهر ويا جبان ويا عميل الامريكان الشعب السوري ما بنهان ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا ماهر ويا جبان ويا عميل الامريكان الشعب السوري ما بنهان ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار حاجة تلف وحاجة تدور ودمك بحمام دور وخطأك مانو مغفور ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار حاجة تلف وحاجة تدور ودمك بحمام دور وخطأك مانو مغفور ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار تاكل فترة حرامي شالي جماهير ورامي سرقوا اخواتي وعمامي ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار تاكل فترة حرامي شالي جماهير ورامي سرقوا اخواتي وعمامي ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار ويا مندس تضرب انت وحزب البعث وروح صلح الفريس ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار ويا مندس تضرب انت وحرب البعث روح صلح حرف الاس ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار طز فيك وطز باللي بيحييك ويلا فيك ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويا بشار طز فيك وطز باللي بيحييك والله ما بتطلع فيك ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا حمار ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا حمار ويا ماهر ويا جبان ويا عميل الامريكاني الشعب السوري ما بينهان ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار ويلا ارحل يا بشار ويا ماهر ويا جبان ويا عميل الامريكاني الشعب السوري ما بينهان ويلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار يلا ارحل يا بشار بدنا نشيلوا لا بشار وفي همتنا القوية سوريا بدها حرية سوريا بدها حرية بدنا نشيلوا لا بشار وفي همتنا القوية سوريا بدها حرية سوريا بدها حرية سوريا بدها حرية وبلا ماهر وبلا بشار والعصابة الهمجية
Should I introduce you?